Welcome to Escapist, and I'm here to say we've got comic books every single day. We got Sonic, Archie, Power, Puff. Also, the store's covered in Halloween stuff.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, not bad, Diva.
Okay.
That was off the dome.
How are you, Pearl?
I'm okay. I just did an entire shift at the comic book store. It was, again, very silly, and it was a great day. Actually, what was silly is we put up a gigantic eyeball mouse inflatable outside of the store. If you haven't been to the store, you need to come see it right now because we are decked out.
Can you explain what eyeball mouth inflatable means?
It's literally a mouth with bloody teeth and giant eyeballs.
Like connected to the mouth.
Yeah, it's
one organ.
It's a horrible thing. It's hanging above our store right now.
And to clarify, underneath that, inside of the store, there is paper cutout, like these massive paper cutout eyes and like cardboard teeth. So like we already have a monster house that we made with all this cardboard and paper, and then on top of that we have this monstrosity red inflatable. It's the kind of thing that like could cause mass panic if it was a float in like the Macy's Day Parade and it got popped.
And like flew towards a bunch of children.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's the kind of thing that like if you like time traveled to like 1600, like people would run screaming and like die of heart attacks.
Yeah, that's the vibe we got going.
Because they would think it was like an actual demon.
Yeah, it's like the bone thing where like phony bones float that says like I'm going to get you.
Oh,
like escapes and goes into the valley, so I think he's like a harbinger of like prophetic evil doom. And Jack just like did it without us realizing.
No, yeah, I went to the store and came back and he was like already wheeling it up.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of comics news today. We're gonna talk about DC unveiling their new Vertigo series, headed by Mr. James Tynion. Is James his first name? Jimmy.
Yeah,
Tynion.
Timothy. Yeah.
Yeah, Timothy Tynion IV. And then we're also going to talk about the potentially sad, potentially excellent ending of the Marvel Ultimates universe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with DC Vertigo. Do you guys have favorite Vertigo books from Vertigo days gone past?
Okay, I'll just do a few. Like obviously, Hellblazer, incredible work. Obviously, Transmetropolitan, the classics. Swamp Thing.
Doom Patrol, Rachel Pollack.
Oh, Rachel Pollack's Doom Patrol is so fucking good. A lot of their like miniseries work, particularly some of like Moonshadow.
DC Vertigo, though, for those who don't know about it, it was kind of at the time DC was looking to do more. Not necessarily creator-owned, but often creator-owned, more mature work that didn't focus on their kind of like classic superhero line. Occasionally, like a superhero would become part of like a Vertigo book, like Swamp Thing. Not a Capes book, obviously, in and of itself, but superheroes appear in it. So it was kind of also a space for more mature Capes comics. And then it devolved, not evolved, actually, devolved into what you know now as DC Black Label. Which I was gonna say puts out such classics as, and then I kind of trailed off. Nice House on the Lake, I think, is like the one that comes most readily to mind.
Because Nice House on the Lake is like actually a Vertigo book, and then the rest of Black Label is like mostly bad and nonsense. Like it's like nonsensical as a line.
It's like a lot of Batman miniseries.
It's a lot of Batman miniseries that are basically Elseworlds and don't really need to exist. And then they started doing Elseworlds and Black Label at the same time, which was confusing. I'm just going to throw this out there. The only good Black Label series was fucking Junibaz, The Boy Wonder. Fantastic. Didn't really need to be a Black Label book, but it's really good.
Pearl, do you have a favorite Vertigo book?
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol?
Doom Patrol by Rachel Pollack. It's amazing. I don't think I actually finished it all the way, but I do have the omnibus. It starts by trying to wrap up whatever was going on in Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol and follows up directly into just like a beautiful transsexual just journey of chosen family.
Okay.
That really, really speaks to me.
James Tynion, writer of Nice House on the Lake, that book that we were just talking about, that we all love. Incredible horror story. Nice House by the Sea, too, Something's Killing the Children. So many other titles.
Yeah.
Department of Truth. I think if we named them, we'd be here for like another 30 minutes. He's taking over. I think basically he said, like, I won't keep writing for DC unless you let me restart Vertigo.
Based.
Yeah, and like he's like so sort of renowned and desired that they were like, yeah, cool, do whatever. And honestly, like I think he's the perfect person for Vertigo right now.
Yeah.
You're probably looking forward to the Dennis Camp.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I can say my feelings on basically all of them super quickly.
Okay. Just give us a couple.
Okay, Dennis Camp and Stip and Morian, Bleeding Hearts. Very, very excited about that. Anything those two do, I'm immediately on board because of 20th Century Men. I'm really looking forward to Tamaki and Valerio O'Connell's The Crying Doll.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just because, like, O'Connell's art is just fucking insane. It's so good. Like, anything that she's doing, I am just so there for.
I'm so curious, like, what their team-up's gonna look like. Because I saw Tamaki on it, and I assumed that she was doing the art.
Yeah.
So my hope is that this becomes, like, a Tamaki O'Connell, like, writer-artist team-up, where you see them kind of, like, writing and drawing together.
That'd be really cool. I'd like that. Like Somna, but good.
Yeah. I think that would be really fun. Corinne is not a Tamaki fan of either of theirs. I don't know why.
Oh, huh.
Tamaki's everything.
I love Tamaki, yeah. I'm so excited for her.
100 bullets.
Okay, let's talk.
That's something that enraged all of us. They're bringing back Brian Azzarello's 100 Bullets. I love the subtitle too. 100 Bullets: The U.S. of Anger.
Brian Azzarello, peak dumb guy. Every 10 years they go down to his cave and they're like, "Hey, would you like to be a white guy who says the N-word?" And he's like, "I would love to do that, diva."
Damn, the Crying Doll does look cool though.
It looks so sick. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Looks gay as hell.
I'm loving the artwork on it. But I think the first thing I would read is Bleeding Hearts with Dennis Camp and Stip and Morian.
I think the other thing that is probably going to be hit with all of us just knowing who we read is Black Tower of the Raven Conspiracy by Rom V.
Yeah. Oh, Rom V and
you're
Perkins.
You're a Rom V fan, right?
I love Rom V.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Rom V and Perkins being back together after their Swamp Thing run is exciting.
My vote for sleeper hit is, I think, End of Life, the Kyle Starks book. Kyle Starks, Steve Pugh, and Chris O'Halloran.
Yeah.
A top-tier hitman returns to his Midwestern hometown to care for his dying father and confront his own mortality. Just sounds fascinating. It sounds like it could be incredibly boring if done poorly, but also sounds like it could be really good. And it bodes well, I feel like, for Vertigo that all of the titles aren't just action.
And I guess the Condon thing is fine. That Chris Condon looks fine, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Chris Condon's doing this like sort of noir detective story. It's got kind of like it seems like it's got kind of like a John Constantine, but like with less style.
Yeah.
Going on. It's like a magic, fascism, magical MacGuffin story with a detective.
There's Tom Taylor's Necrotatious, which she's doing with Derek. I like Derek Robertson as an artist. I do like a zombie dinosaur. I don't have particularly strong feelings about Tom Taylor.
Yeah, I mean that's how I feel about Chris Condon too.
Yeah.
I think his thing here could be really fun, or it could just be like super boring. So anyway, That's DC Vertigo. That's the new DC Vertigo imprint. The dates for that, the first one is going to be Nice House by the Sea #7. Nice House by the Sea is coming out currently under, I think it's Black Label, right?
Black Label, yeah. Just switched over to Vertigo.
Yeah, so it's going to switch over to Vertigo in February of 2026.
Oh, thank God it's coming back. I've missed it.
And then the next thing is going to be Bleeding Hearts, which is that Dennis Camp book that we're all super excited about. Dennis Camp.
Let's go.
Podcast favorite, store favorite, Assorted Crisis Events, 20th Century Men, Absolute Martian Manhunter, and Marvel's The Ultimates, as well as Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, all sorts of other stuff. I'm going to bring it over to our news specialist.
Yeah.
Give that one to Persephone.
Persephone.
It's good that things are ending. I like that, as we've all kind of talked about, like, X-Men and Spider-Man, like, very much feel like finite stories that are reaching their natural conclusions. I don't really know what's happening with Black Panther, to be quite honest, and Ultimate Wolverine's fine. I guess Ultimate Wolverine feels extremely extraneous, but that's to the line, but that's like a whole nother conversation. The point being, like, it's good that things are ending. It's good that it's ending. It's good that it's, like, reaching a conclusion. I do think things need to conclude, and indefinite experiments just are... But at the same time, I do kind of feel the line is simultaneously, like, very, like, they're off doing their own things, which I like, but then it's like trying to wrap up this big meta story, and I kind of am not particularly interested in the meta story. Like, I like the Maker. I like that character a lot. But I'm not particularly interested in, like, the Maker comes back as this unifying plot device. I don't care about Spider-Man Incursion particularly. I don't care about the broader implications. I care about, like, Ultimate X-Men as a story, as its own thing. Ultimate Spider-Man as its own thing. I don't really care about the fucking... Or the Ultimates as its own thing. I really like that. But I don't...
You don't care about the Maker... You don't care about the sort of... the climax of the whole arc. Of the whole line, I guess.
I don't super care about the climax of the whole line, because the books feel very, besides Ultimates, very just kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah, it'd be strange to consider Ultimate X-Men appearing anywhere else in the Marvel Universe. It's so stylistically its own little... It's almost its own universe.
I think I'm probably more compelled by the Maker aspect of the storyline than you are, because it seems like Dennis Camp and Hickman have what may be like a kind of interesting concept coming down the pipe. The stuff I'm, like, most bummed about, I think, is I would be really happy to see more of the Ultimate Universe Spider-Man continued on down the line. Like, I think the way that Hickman has written Capes comics for, like, the past years has been so, like, huge sci-fi opera kind of deal. Like, it's been, like, really compelling and cool to see him write, like, a really intimate family story, which are, like, some of my favorite parts of his Fantastic Four. And I feel like there's, like, a lot that you could get into with that storyline. Like, it's not gonna happen, you know, unless they do what they did with Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man, where they're like, we finished the universe, but, like, he's making too much money. Like, Ultimate Spider-Man lives again, or whatever.
Yeah, bring him over.
Which I would love. Like, honestly, like, I would not care if they were like, we're canceling all the rest of these lines except for Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate X-Men. Which I think Pearl's gonna talk about Ultimate X-Men later, but that's the other storyline where I'm like, these characters, like, you can't read any of these characters in normal Marvel. You know, like, it bums me out that I don't get to, like, read this anymore after February of next year, because, like, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate Wolverine, like, who gives a shit? Like, I can go to normal Marvel and read Black Panther doing Black Panther stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I can't go to normal Marvel and see, like, a beautifully handcrafted watercolor manga about, like middle schoolers developing powers or whatever. Like, I have Runaways, I guess, but that's not the same thing.
No.
But yeah, I think I'm excited for the climax.
Yeah.
I don't know, how are you feeling? I mean, you're our X-Men girly. Honestly, yeah, like I think this is a good little transition moment. Hey y'all, do you want to hear Pearl's thoughts on Ultimate X-Men and Persephone's thoughts on some random thing she read, Absolute Wonder Woman, maybe something, and my thoughts on various Spider-Man titles? Go ahead and go to the next episode for this week, which is all about our favorite books of the week that we're excited about.